Yeah.
Wow. Hello.
Wow.
Howdy,
look
folks.
At that. Look at that.
Welcome back to Enigma Enterprises.
You got your sleeves rolled up.
Oh, showing off for someone today, Chunk. What's happening?
Everybody.
Oh, I love to see
Present
it.
for everyone.
Got the sleeveless.
You're
gang.
welcome.
That's what we're doing.
Wow. We've been blessed with a sleeveless Tuesday.
Yeah.
Kira says, look at everyone's muffles.
Look at those
Look
muffles.
at them. Look at them muffles. Oh, my Lord.
Oh my god.
All right, so here we are. We've got 2 episodes to wrap this whole heckin' season up, so let's freaking get right to it. Why don't we?
Fucking get to it.
So I'm Brooke, that's Chunk, that's Shane, that's Echo, that's Ryan. Cool.
How you know us?
Let's talk about donations for this story. If you guys want to jump in and join us this week for $10, you can give us a reroll. For $15, you can give us a twist. For $25, you can give us a character drop or an item drop. For $50, you can give a player luck, which is basically an auto success on any roll. If you recall, last season, some characters were losing luck points by collaborating with certain NPCs who would take that luck away from them, which we might revisit in this episode. Whoa, scary.
Wow, magic search.
Woo! And every
maybe.
$100 we don't get a bard song, we actually get a keeper move. So yeah, something really crazy will happen.
Crazy.
Yeah. So last episode, there was all kind of shenanigans. We summoned a ghost, we banished that same ghost. We met 2 vampires, 1.5 vampires. Jury's
Yeah.
still out.
One and maybe.
Jury's out.
Yeah.
One of the questioning vampire.
We had a bit of an interesting kind of denouement moment with lovely Lucy, who opened a package which led to some kind of revelations for her. Someone from the other side reaching out and making some semi-threatening kind of moves on their end. And in addition, we witnessed for the very first time the transformation of one Rodeo.
Hence the horns.
And that was pretty scary. And we also just so happened to wrap up one of our mysteries, which means that now we're headed into a new one. So 2 of our players, thanks for the sub, Rickety.
We've also got
We've already got a drop. Lovely Arsenal dropped for $25. A character called Jurgen Mildew.
He's
The
Jurgen.
Swedish medium. Jurgen Mildew.
Sweet mead.
The Swede mead, they call him. Okay. Okay. Jurgen Mildew. And then all
someone
about
blow
the
out.
spirits.
Why does it look like everybody's trying to sit as far away as possible from me?
Well, I didn't wanna
They're
tell you-
intimidated by
I
your
didn't
giant
wanna tell you,
muffles.
but because you're wearing sleeveless shirt, we can smell your armpits a lot more now.
Damn, kill him, Shane.
you're
We
right.
just
Okay,
started.
okay.
I didn't say I didn't like it. So
Oh,
We'll get very nice and close.
you
Just
dirty boy.
Don't offer up unless you're ready to give.
Right.
the chosen one needs his space.
Damn. All right, so speaking of the chosen one, you and the Flake both have start of the mystery moves, so which one of
Whoa.
you would like to go first?
Start of the mystery. Start of the what?
Yeah, I forget what yours
I
is
will
called,
go first.
Perry, but you
Well,
have
the
one basically
chosen
where,
one
like, you
figures out
roll
what he's doing.
your 2d6 and you tell me what you get so that I tell you if Destiny gives you answers about what your future holds, basically.
I am rolling sharp because at the beginning of this mystery, I'm going to look for wider patterns that current events might be part of. I got an 11.
11!
All right, will you tell me what, like, the description is for what happens on a 10 plus?
It actually says on a 10 plus, I get to hold 3.
Okay.
And then I spend my hold during the mystery to ask the keeper any one of the following questions.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so you don't have to use it now. You just basically get 3 free questions that you can ask me from that list at any time.
Such good questions.
That's so cool. I do remember this move now that we've talked our way through it. I've played with this class before, but it's been a hot minute. Okay, So cool. Perry, do you recall what you're rolling for your start of the mystery movie?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
great,
I
let's
have
do it.
Destiny's Plaything.
That's right. That's
Yes.
what it's called.
That sounds.
At the beginning
awkward.
of each mystery, roll weird plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future. On a 10 plus, the keeper will reveal a useful detail about the coming mystery, and I rolled a 12.
A 12. Oh, heck. Okay, so
Oh,
how
heck.
much do I tell you?
You
Basically
entire
ending.
The whole thing. I tell
Yeah,
you
just
everything.
tell us the ending.
yeah. What is revealed about your immediate future?
Okay.
Want to miss something bad is going to happen to you.
Right.
Thankfully, not that.
So your immediate future, though, not
Says
necessarily.
you reveal a useful detail.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it,
coming
Kira.
mystery.
Useful, the key
Useful
word.
detail about the coming
A
mystery.
useful detail. Okay, you
Nothing
got
at
it.
all.
Let me see. What shall I reveal to you? And you said it was a 12?
Uh-huh.
That's bananas. Okay.
Bananas.
A-N-A-N-A-S. This game is bananas. Okay, so good. Let's do... I don't want to tell you the whole plot, but I want to give you something good because that's a really high roll.
God.
I'd like
Roll.
something useful.
Yeah, something useful.
I bet it has something to do with that Swedish medium.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
The sweet
Don't they usually
meat.
come in large?
What's what?
Don't they usually come in large, the Swedes?
The Swedes? What?
At least 6 foot and above, right?
They can.
They come in large.
It's
come in
it's
large?
pretty it's
Yeah,
pretty
Swedish.
frequent.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
What it means.
You're pretty. That's all you need to do. There you go.
You said something
Are you
about a
Swedish?
Swedish medium.
Oh my God.
There it is. Okay.
So you see how less funny it is when I have to explain it to you?
Well, it was so funny.
We just kind of jumped the Gumbly on the joke. It wasn't.
I don't.
We weren't ready for it.
I'm not sophisticated enough to understand your humor.
I see that now.
Damn.
See that now.
Okay. Shots fired. Oh, I forgot to say this at the top of our game before we even started. Congratulations, Shane, on a beautiful premiere.
Oh, thank you ever so
Your
much.
show is so cool and
Hotel
awesome.
Prospero. If
I
you
enjoyed
missed
it so immensely.
Check out the VOD on Perception Studio.
Yeah.
Or VOD. Is that what's called?
The
I don't know.
VOD. Check out the VOD.
Video
How do
on
you say it? I
demand.
don't know. How do you
Are you
say
40?
these things?
What is happening?
I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. But if not, you can also check it out on YouTube at YouTube.
Yeah, he's gonna post this on the Facebook afterwards.
on
his
MySpace.
Zanga.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. You can check it out at Hotel Prospero on YouTube. Yeah. So there you go.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, anyways, back to being scary.
Thank you,
Okay,
Polymorph. Thank you, Polymorph.
so Perry, you're used to getting these kind of dreams or visions or something kind of intermittently.
Yeah. My scar hurts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
From Zara as needed. Yeah, your thunder-shaped scar. It's just like a vague cloud, kind of doesn't really look like anything. Okay.
Swearing was dropped on his head too much.
From Zara. So yeah, you after a very eventful kind of day, afternoon, evening, etc. Really just everything. After a very eventful 24 hours, you are ready to just get horizontal and pass out. And as soon as your head hits that pillow, you're gone. And you enter this kind of space where sometimes if you're able to get a really good meditation in, you're able to connect really strongly to Zara. But even when you do have that really strong connection, you've never really been able to catch her surroundings unless she's explicitly made an effort to make them clear to you.
Right.
You get this sense now, kind of looking back on some of your interactions, that is not a side effect. That is a purposeful choice that she she chooses what you see and what you don't see, what information you're privy to.
Right.
As much trust as you may or may not have for this figure, we haven't really openly discussed it on the table. She's still of Fey origin, and thus not necessarily to always be given your full trust. At your own discretion, do with that information what you will. But yeah, you you're actually watching a bit of a flashback of that conversation you had in the mirror in this dream. But now the like you're given the zoomed out, the like greater picture of what that conversation was. And you look at these twists for everybody.
Wow,
That's so nice.
Thank you, Extra.
Wow.
That's my job.
Oh wow.
What do twists do?
New choice.
New choice.
Ha.
Yeah.
When do we implement that?
Whenever
Whatever you
at your
want.
discretion, you should choose.
$60.
If something happens and you're like, whether it's something they say or something I say, and you're like, what about something else? You just say
so
twist.
I get to. This is my.
Yeah.
I have the power
Yeah.
To
to
just
give
say
someone
twist.
else a new twist.
Just yell
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah. And you actually have two of
okay,
them.
You have
Okay.
two.
You have to dip, and raise your hand when you do it.
have to dip.
Yeah. Twist.
Dab.
Kinda.
No, just dip.
Twist.
Dab.
We stopped doing dabs like 4 years ago.
I'm a dad. I don't even know how to pronounce VOD.
How do you do, fellow kids? So you watch as this kind of picture, you can see like the exact like kind of frame of this mirror, and your dream self transfers through it, and you get this zoomed out picture all of a sudden of you look at these purple threads, these shimmering purple threads that are all attached to Zara's kind of form. And there's literally like one on like the upper and the lower lip, and like pulling and like contorting, and like it's like making all of these choices for her.
Oh.
Like they're controlling, like she's like a
prisoner as
yeah,
well.
she's being controlled. And as you watch, you can see. Do I have a physical description of this character, or did I not give it to myself? No, I didn't. I'm gonna make it up now. Okay, this deep-skinned, bright, like copper red, curly-haired woman with like emerald, like bright green, like sparkling eyes, freckled face, and
Merida.
kind of. You at first it kind of looks like she just has like a deeper skin tone, but then the closer that you kind of get a look at her, like she is made of things from nature. Like her skin is of earth and bark and stone, like pushed together. Her eyes are like two inset literal like precious stones, emeralds. And yeah, her hair is, it's this collection of like fur and feathers and natural kind of things, moss and all that. And she is like a giantess. She's towering over this home that you're standing, which is already like, it wasn't a huge apartment building, but it had at least 2 floors. She's bigger than the building, and she takes up this whole space, and she's pulling these strings as Zara tells you this message that you need to protect young Lucy on her journey. And you watch for a moment. There was a specific kind of point in that conversation, if you'll recall, where she brings up this ancient figure, Dionysus. And this like eldritch kind of woman, she seems to be very in control of and unafraid of all of these things. But when she brings up Dionysus, there's this little moment, like this like kind of shiver, or this like moment of shaking, this moment of hesitation, this like reverence that she kind of holds. And then she, it kind of passes over her. And as you end that conversation, you're coming back out of this dream. Thanks for the song. Who's that?
God.
Jeez. And you wake up.
Did we go home? Where are we?
You went home, I assume. You guys went to Denny's.
You guys went to Denny's and then you went home.
Yeah.
We went home. Okay.
I would love to come back to this in a moment.
Yep.
That being said, Rodeo, I can't not punish you for transforming last episode, so we're totally gonna play this.
I'm punished.
Will you
alright.
please, will you just roll cool for me and we'll just see how the heck it goes?
Roll for cool. Ooh, 5.
You biff it real hard.
I'm not very cool. I'm a cow.
Awesome.
Cool as a cow.
Rodeo,
Which
as
is
far
not
as
very cool.
as far as dietary preferences go, are you vegetarian? Will you eat
Oh,
anything?
anything in sight.
Anything.
in sight,
Beautiful. Okay. So you have your back to this door. Grimbly the shark is on the other side, like, Friend, why? What happened? Why, Friend? Freaking out. And you like, and then this like overwhelming scent of fresh baked cornbread and like falling off the bone ribs. And like just this spice like fills your nostril, and you're like, I gotta go,
I'm, like,
brother.
floating like a cartoon.
Yeah, like a cartoon character. And it just so happens, what day of the week is Halloween this year? A Thursday? Okay, so it's a Tuesday, interestingly enough.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. And this fine Tuesday, just like all other fine Tuesdays, there is a karaoke night that is held at the local dive bar.
Wonderful.
And 2 days before Halloween, they're having a kind of like a scary like barbecue kind of like haunted like theme night, but the karaoke's still happening. And they're like it's this kind of campus thing where it's like a lot like there's some stuff up for purchase, a lot of it's free. Like it's like a
buffet,
sponsored
like a free
school
buffet.
event. Yeah.
Is it on campus or are other people in costume, or are they like faux pas
So-
out of costume?
Some people, so some people are like dressed up and some people aren't. A lot of people are in like Western wear to kind of like fit the vibe. Yeah, luckily for you.
Yeah.
So far at least. And so do you follow your nose towards this
I
delightful
have
smell?
to. I'm
nose.
so hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I just I just sort of like zombie walk almost down into like through the dormitories to this bar. This just big minotaur looking creature, but
Yeah.
it's like a blend of like a Highland cattle, so this like long shaggy blondish reddish hair. Just covering my eyes, so I'm literally just following my nose. I can't see anything. I can
So
only
good.
smell.
Okay. Just like for flavor, does anyone at this table know Miranda Lambert, the country artist?
No.
Anyone in chat? Okay.
I know some.
So she has a song called Gunpowder and Lead, and that is the song that this very broad-shouldered, kind of, she's built pretty bulkily, like even, like compared, like you guys would almost match up physically.
Right now?
Maybe.
Oh wow. Okay.
She's a tallin'.
Okay.
But she's taken the mic off of the stand and is like singing into this mic.
yeah.
I'm going home, gonna load my shotgun. Like she's like going off.
Oh, that song.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait by the door, light a
I
cigarette.
do know that song. I grew up in Montana, so.
Yeah. Of course. She is like singing, and I think you like clock this girl, and she's got these cut off shorts. She's wearing like cowboy boots, and you can tell that it's a tight fit, and they're probably men's boots, and it's still a tight fit. And she's singing her heart out, and I'll just give it to you for free. Like, you're not paying attention necessarily to this. Like, you are going towards the food. But you can tell that she is singing to a young woman in the front row. Like, everyone else is watching and enjoying this, but this
like
is
a
for
serenade.
her. Like, this is for her.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I clock who this woman is?
The in the front row.
Yeah,
It's this little like blonde haired. She's got these little pigtails, and she's like clearly dressed up for the evening.
okay.
Yeah,
Little
and
Daisy
she's
Dukes, little-
itty bitty.
Okay,
She's
gotcha.
she's like 4 foot nothing. Like
Oh my God.
yeah.
It's the lipstick to her butt.
Exactly.
Gotcha, okay,
They're so
cool.
cute. We love to see it. So there is brisket, there is ribs, there is all kinds of crazy shit happening up in here.
I am staggering forward and I'm pushing
Stag.
people out of my way. Pushing people out of my way to get to this food, and I just lift my head up, and then just slam it down into the food and start eating like I'm eating from a trough.
Oh my god. Okay.
Are you vegetarian? Okay.
I'll eat anything.
This
This
has to
cowboy
be either a charm roll to like justify it and try to blend in here, or a cool check to try to resist the urge to do what you just described.
Okay, all right.
So tell me which one it is and then what you roll.
You know what? I'm assuming everyone's really drunk at this party.
For
so
sure.
I think I'm gonna go for charm to see if people think it's cool that I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're like a
you
funny,
know,
like frat guy.
Yeah, like a keg stand kind of
Yeah,
thing at
yeah,
a party. Like, oh my god, he just buried his face into the
Yeah,
food.
tear it up, tear it up.
So charm, right?
Yeah.
7.
Okay, mixed success.
Okay.
Mixed success.
Mixed, okay.
Okay, so you can tell a good majority of the girls at the party are super not into this messy
gross.
display. They're like, this is too much. Like, this is, I mean, I guess it's boys will be boys territory that we're entering. Like, they're, you know, they're not bothered by it, but it is like, kind of like, it's a display that you're making. That said, most of the guys are like, yeah! Fucking crush it, bro! Take that shit down! And you, like, the table, like, you don't break it, but it, like, dents into the middle, and all the plates, like, slide. Do you want to eat all of this food on this table? Like, are you gonna leave anything, or are you leaving no crumbs?
My vice is that I just graze like cattle, so
Yeah.
I just will not stop eating until something pulls me away from it.
Okay, so good.
Yeah. I won't
That's
eat you,
so
but-
funny. Okay. Amazing. Well, you are here like for this evening, and the event is probably not gonna like stop until at least 2 or 3 in the morning.
All right.
If you'd like, you can roll something to kind of just like clock whatever else is in the room, or if you think that like you literally would just be so pulled into this.
I think my eyes are kind of like moving around the room as my
Yeah.
snout is buried into this
Just
bowl
make sure
of
you're safe.
coleslaw.
Yeah, once you get those first couple dozen bites, I think you're able to like slow down and actually graze as opposed to gorge yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
To notice things, it would be probably plus sharp.
Okay.
So this would be either investigate a mystery or read a bad
I
situation.
got a 7, mixed success.
Okay, so you can hold 1 on, let's look at these list of questions and see which one would actually be most helpful for you. Probably it would be read a bad situation.
Read a bad situation.
Because I don't think I can justify,
Investigate.
yeah, because you don't know that there's anything wrong yet.
Okay. Unless, could I ask what's being concealed here if I were to investigate to see if there's anything?
Sure,
being
I
concealed in
could
this
justify that
location?
question.
Okay, that would be my question then.
Okay, in that case, what's being concealed here? I mean, I was gonna hold this out a little bit longer, but you know what? Yeah. You're like, so this girl who's been up on the stage for a while, she sings like another 3 or 4 songs before someone else is finally like, okay, it's my turn, like fuck off. And yeah, but she doesn't like whimper her way off the stage. Like she's jovial, she's having a good time, and you actually recognize she's one of the RAs in one of the hand check, and one of the
Orange compared to yours.
What does that mean?
she's one of the RAs at one of the girls' dormitories.
Okay.
And as she steps down, Lipstick gets up, and like they both kind of like they make their way through the crowd,
cute. I
and they
love
make
them.
an exit. And I think your eyes kind of follow them out, and maybe you'll grab a couple things and kind of just like return to the table later.
Yeah.
And as you step outside, you watch the pair of them start to retreat into the woods.
What?
Yes. The woods kind of bordering the forestry, kind of bordering the
Happily ever
the
after.
campus. And as they step away, you watch the little blonde. She the 2 pigtails kind of they like fade away, and you can see this kind of more like kind of cropped haircut. And you see now that she has a sort of like a not a dark green, like a light minty green kind of tint to her skin. And her hair is like the middle of a daisy yellow. It's like bright yellow.
Okay.
And the clothes that she's kind of wearing, she's kind of like taking things off as she goes, and you can see that like her whole body is kind of already naturally covered in this kind of leafy green something. She's got something around her chest, and she's got this like teeny little like Winx skirt that's around her hips.
She was a fairy.
Yeah, and these two little boots that they're very like fantasy kind of looking.
Okay. Are they curly with a little? Bell
Yeah, they
at the
curl
end?
up at the end. And the kind of butch girl next to her, as she kind of like flexes, her sleeves literally like pop off.
That's what happened to me.
And you watch like a couple buttons kind of fly away too. And like she fills out these shorts even further, and as like she takes a couple steps, her boots literally just like pop and are no longer there, and her feet are ginormous.
But they're still human feet, though.
They're human.
Okay.
They're very hairy.
Okay.
And you watch as like she is now covered in just more and more body hair.
Okay. But just like normal body hair, not necessarily like fur like
It's-
me or anything.
It's body hair. It's
Okay.
pretty thick.
Okay.
And she's got these two giant feet, and she's walking
Ryan's
along
chest.
with this.
That's right.
Oh, good. Okay.
And his back.
What in the what?
And my legs.
So weird.
So weird.
Don't ask me how I know.
So the thing being concealed here is those two are not quite who they appear to be.
Oh.
They're not humans as well. I feel like is this like an intimate moment between them? Are they like making out in the woods?
No, there's intimacy in that they're being their true selves. They're
Okay.
not hiding who they are.
Okay.
But they're not like, they don't look like they're going off to fuck. Like they're like,
I wouldn't be necessarily interrupting anything if I approached them.
they are moving together, but not necessarily, it doesn't look like they're instigating some kind of private conversation. You would have to approach to really clock whether or not like, you would be interrupting, but
I kind of want to talk to them because there's like a fellow kinship here. I
Yeah.
think, since there's like more monstrous people.
Thanks for the
Yay,
sub.
Thanks for giving
For a
me that
whole
sub, Mark.
week.
Since there's like more monstrous kinship here, I think I would. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go forward and try to call out to them, but I'm just still eating food and still at the beginning of my transformation that all I can do is moo. So I just like moo, bellow really loud, almost like a werewolf howling to the moon, but instead of an ow, it's a moo.
roll me a plus charm to see if you can.
Get their attention.
Yeah.
Moo ever.
That charms me instantly.
Yeah.
Moo. Oh no!
Oh, no!
I'm gonna use a luck. I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a luck. I'm very charming.
Christopher.
Hey, and also I get to do a move.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll a d12. Okay, what? So you luck. So you
That's
automatically
automatic, right?
succeed. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend one of those because I got a 2.
Yikes. That's so good.
You do have a reroll on the board if you wanted to.
I'm just gonna be lucky.
We're doing
I'm gonna
this.
be lucky.
We're doing this.
All
I'm
right,
so
all right.
excited. Okay.
Success.
And you guys, sometimes the stars, they just align. You know what I mean? Like things just happen the way that they're supposed to. Oh my
So
god.
chuffed. I'm so excited.
So you move over towards these two like ladies, and you watch like the little one kind of like stop in her tracks and like full 180 turn around and like immediately catches who you are. And you watch her like grind her feet further into the ground, and before you can even react, you are like lassoed up by these two sort of green stalks
Oh my.
and like pulled towards them.
Different evening now.
And she's
Bondage. Never hurt anybody.
and so now your feet are like kind of ground into your two hooves are like
Yeah.
pulled into the floor. Your arms are free. But now she kind of uses these two little roots to like levitate herself up a little bit taller, and she like reaches towards your face. Do you pull away?
Yeah, I'm like, I think she's gonna kiss me, so I'm just like, I thought you were a lesbian.
And she's So she pulls back away, but she still kind of has you sort of trapped. And she's, oh my god, you're so cute!
Oh
And she's like, oh my gosh, and she's circling around. Did you grow these 2 little horns yourself? Oh my god, they're so cute!
Oh, thank you. I guess I grew these myself. I didn't mean to. I just got bit by a cow one time. I thought it had mad cow disease, but I think it was some other kind of disease.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it happens on every full moon. I can control it when it's not a
Every
full
full
moon. Every full moon.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I like it. I've learned to accept it, but I still try to hide it. But sometimes, man.
Why haven't I seen you at court before?
Court? Well, I haven't gotten jury duty for a long time. I wouldn't be at court anytime.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't know. And she like turns toward the taller one. And she, darling, let's not begin into it now, all right? It's a little bit early in the evening, don't you think? And she's like, but Waverly would be so pleased.
Waverly? Who's Waverly?
And she just says, you have a lot to learn. And she just like taps her forehead and you're out.
I pass out?
Like a light.
Oh my god.
And I have just used the keeper move, separate them.
Separate.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
And then that's when you go twist.
Did they say any of their names? They said, the name Waverly. Did either of them say their names?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
I've got
want
to just
to
know
twist.
Waverly.
Twist! Twist!
Who are you twisting? Twisting Brooke?
Yes.
Okay.
No
You
keeper
don't
move for
black
you.
out. Instead, she taps your forehead and you are launched forward through this bright green portal.
Oh.
And you can just kind of see out of your periphery that the taller woman and the little one are stepping in behind you.
They're coming into the portal with me?
Yes. They've sent you ahead and they're right on your six.
Alright, I'm just falling through this portal, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, it's the next day. Where did you guys go that night?
God,
What
I
time
don't
do you
know.
wake up?
Well, Dennings was nice.
Yeah, did we just go home? Back to the dorms?
I would assume
I think I'm
so.
in my dorm, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's a long day.
What day is it? It's Wednesday now.
It is.
It's Wednesday. Halloween Eve.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my
I go
dudes.
knock on Perry Lauder's dorm.
Okay. What? Hello? What?
Are we ready to go?
Where are we going?
I don't know. I thought we were supposed to meet up in there and keep doing what we're doing from last night.
Sure. All right. Come on in. I'm awake.
You gotta open the door. It's locked. Thank you.
All right. Well, did you have the car or do I have the car?
No, stupid rodeo took it.
That's right.
I got out of there fast.
We're gonna have to bus past this.
It's probably like on the lawn
Yeah.
in front of the dorm.
Still running
Yeah,
in park.
It's like
Door open.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
While those two are together, I've gone over to where Rodeo's dorm is.
Yeah. He's probably missed his shift, which is unlikely.
oh no.
Like
It's
depending
unlikely
how
that he missed his shift.
it's unlike him.
Unlike him, okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be banging on your door.
Did you see the
You
van
see a
out
very
front?
a very
It's a running
distraught
car.
a very distraught paper shark swimming in circles on the slightly like cracked open, like inside the dorm room, through the cracked open door.
So I'm just, since that's open, I'm just gonna screech that open.
Friend, go away!
Oh!
Grimbly not know. Grimbly very scared.
Oh, Grimly. Did you see which way he might have gone?
Grimbly saw he go to a party, and then he leave the party, and there are Sparkle, and then he gone.
I love how your Grimly's not mentioning the fact that it was a cow.
Oh yeah, he doesn't fucking care about that.
He just knows that was my friend.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
So he disappeared with some sparkles and then you came back to his room?
Yeah.
Oh, Grimly.
All right, bud. Do you remember where the sparkles were?
Grimbly show you. And he like walks you out to this kind of clearing, sort of midpoint between where the, like the dive bar is and where the like forest starts. There's this like big kind of clear space before the tree line.
I am now going to pull out my handy dandy cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh, playing a game
And
in modern times is
technology.
weird.
And I'm gonna give a call over to Annie. Ring, ring, ring. Banana phone.
Yeah, what's your ringtone on Annie's phone?
Huh?
What do you have the ringtone for Axel?
For Axel?
Oh,
it's-
Axel. Sorry, why does it say Annie?
No,
He is
you're
Annie.
Axel.
I'm Annie.
Who am I?
It's just
Who am I?
the standard Nokia hit ringtone. No, I added it. I had all the ringtones.
You don't even
I
have a
chose
Nokia.
this
You
one, yeah.
downloaded the Nokia ringtone.
I'm on
for
an
it.
iPhone and I put the ringtone.
Can I answer?
Oh yeah.
Just after you listen to that ringtone for a little bit.
Hello.
Hey, Annie, I'm out in a clearing, maybe like half a mile away from campus.
Okay.
The little paper shark brought me out here, and apparently Rodeo disappeared out here in Sparkles.
What did you do to the car?
I did not see the car on the path that this little shark took me.
I guess we'll come meet you. I suppose.
Sounds good. I'll walk to the edge of the woods.
I don't know.
to
What, is
bring
that why you
in.
called me? Did you want me to come meet you? Is that what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Get your
Okay,
ass
just
over
checking.
here and bring Harry.
I'll bring the nerd with me.
Hey, who's on the phone?
Don't worry about it. It's Axel.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go with this. It's something with the a rodeo disappeared. Something.
Shit. Okay.
We're gonna go meet up and. Okay, bye.
I am already hungry.
Yeah. He's like, man.
So we leave the dorm and head over.
Okay. You guys pass, like, on your way from your dorm towards, like, the path that Axel kind of described. You do see the van is
Uh-oh.
in park, still running, driver's side door open,
Oh.
sitting on the lawn of the dorm that Rodeo
Annie?
resides in.
Yeah.
Should we just take it?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay.
Why do you
Before
asking?
someone else does.
Yeah. I jump in the driver's seat and I take off.
Hey, I need to be in the car.
Oh, okay. I bring it back. And then I take off.
Minor details.
So cool. All right.
Oh, we did. We did hit our first bard song.
Oh, wait, that's
Or
the-
no.
We're doing
that's
keeper
the-
moves.
this-
Keeper move. Keeper move.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I didn't
Keep
change.
up, Kenny.
Kenny's not
Yeah,
here
geez,
to reset
Kenny.
the bar.
I made you change it last week. Now
Yeah.
you don't even remember? Okay. So you guys have a van, and you are all together now in this kind of clearing.
Together now.
Excellent.
I found the van.
Good job. I guess. Is it okay?
It's fine. Nothing's
Alright.
missing.
So, Grimbly, that's the shark's name.
Yep.
I can remember names. Grimbly got really frustrated. I went over to Rodeo's dorm.
Yeah.
The door was there.
The door was there? Well, that's
The
good.
door. The door was slightly ajar. It was a long night, guys. Come on.
You guys had to Uber back too.
I had the early morning shift, and Rodeo didn't show up at all. So I ended early. I went over to his dorm room, and he wasn't there, but Grimbly was, and he was just swimming around freaking out.
Aw.
Apparently, our friend here went to a party and then went into these woods and disappeared in Sparkles.
Does he know exactly where that happened?
Right here.
Oh, here. Well, can we go investigate? Should we go in the woods and see what we can spot?
This would be a really good time to roll investigate a mystery.
That's what I wanted to do.
All right.
Which one's that?
That's sharp.
Sharp. Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad,
11.
is it? 11!
Oh. 11.
How very. Okay, so
9.
9.
No, 11.
All right. Well, basically, you guys can all ask me every single question on the list.
Wow.
Most excellent.
Most excellent. So
I would like to know what happened here.
great.
What happened was.
So based off Grimbley's description, he tells you that there was this kind of green, sparkling energy. He tells you that there were 2 other people with him, and that they pushed him through, and they followed behind him, and then the sparkles were gone. So probably some kind of magical spell was cast to transfer all 3 of them from one space to another.
Oh.
We're playing Portal.
I want to ask what's being concealed here.
What's being concealed here?
Really, Matt, how's it going?
Okay, what's being concealed here? You're a spell slinger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know it.
So you can sense in the air this kind of magical sort of essence, and it was definitely cast by someone with like a druidic kind of like a nature-based
Funny, she didn't look Jewish.
background.
Oh my
And
god.
as a, I get to, because I have forensic divination, I get to ask what magic was done here.
What magic? Okay, so specifically, you know that there are a couple of different creatures who just kind of know how to pass between the veil, between realms. So this was a spell that is commonly used by fairies and other fae creature to transfer or to travel from the mortal plane to the fae realm.
I would like to connect some dots.
Okay.
How does this mystery connect to the bigger picture?
Good choice, good choice.
So, all of these kind of rumors that have been flying around in the supernatural world, they point to discourse between different, let's call them clans or types. Factions of supernatural beings.
Is this a Jets and Sharks situation going on?
Kind of. You have the feeling it runs a bit deeper than that.
Okay.
Vane Dead just tipped the Wendy Go, a lady who's about 22, wearing vibrant clothes and comes off very pleasant. However, she has the ability to shapeshift into a certain monster, and when she's in this form, she gets pretty aggressive. Not mindless, but aggressive, I'm pretty sure. You can figure out what kind of monster she can turn into, because her name is the biggest hint I can give without saying it outright. Yeah, I have a feeling.
Nice. Thank you, Vane Dead.
So good. Okay, so we got
Thank you.
the Wendigo.
There's my Australian.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How does this connect to the wider picture? I would say, with that event happening last night with the dive bar, like, you know that they do their nightly karaoke things, and that this Tuesday night event specifically, like, would have been hopping last night. There would have been so many people. To take the risk of casting a spell of this magnitude with such proximity to mortals, there has to be a pretty legitimate kind of threat or reason to try to bring someone into the fold.
Okay.
Yes.
So, if I'm getting this correct, there's warring factions, and one of the factions just kidnapped Rodeo to, in essence, initiate them. What are your pronouns as a cow?
He, him.
He, him. Okay.
I'm a bull, technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
To initiate
But
him.
a were-cow sounds better.
To initiate him into their faction,
court.
then. Basically, is kind of what we got there. Okay.
That's the sense you're getting.
You were kidnapped.
And there's historical precedent, as I'm sure you probably would be aware, as if like people go missing all the time.
Yikes.
And when they come back, they're different.
How would you like to investigate?
I don't think I have the same ones that you have.
You might have different investigatings.
I'm sorry about my handwriting.
No, I have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no worries.
Oh.
You just can investigate more. Ah.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's a flake.
Yes. I feel like I know where it went. What was it going to do?
What?
Making Brooke work for it.
You are kind of investigating like the physical part of this sort of puzzle here. And as you approach the spot that Grimbley stops at, like where the portal would have happened, you see there's these two parallel kind of lines.
Drag marks.
Yeah, dragging
Yeah.
sort of bits in the dirt.
Just the bits.
Yeah. And you also can see, like, you take even a couple further steps back and you watch these boot prints turn into bigger footprints alongside two small, consistently small little footsteps that then turn into those dragging vines. So you get the sense from that they may have been the pair of people that Grimbley describes to you were probably not normal and may have been on their way to go do whatever their business might have been in the forest, as that's kind of the path that they were taking, and that being caught mid-transformation would have probably been seen as some kind of either threat or something more interesting to engage with than an average night's revelry.
Right. I know that Zahara is Fae.
Yes.
Okay.
Jinn are a subdivision of Fae. They belong to that family.
Okay.
Hi, Bong Master.
Oh my god. Do I have an ability to ask her a question?
Sure. You rolled an 11 on this, right?
I did.
So for flavor, since you've only asked me one of your hold, essentially what you can do here is you can spend the other question as if you are asking it to Zara.
Sure.
So what are you asking her?
I want to ask if she knows whether they will give him back.
Interesting. There's a long kind of pause and a sort of, you hear like this exhale through the nose, like sort of click of the tongue. Faye is as Faye does. Certainly if you were to strike up a deal, they might be more inclined to acquiesce to your request. But all of them, myself included, have their own agendas. And no deal comes without a price.
Well, don't know exactly where Rodeo went, but if we want him back, we might have to be willing to sacrifice a few things.
Like,
Sacrifice?
Give up, make a deal, whatever you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very different.
Well, in one way or another, it's a sacrifice.
Around here, you never know when a sacrifice means a sacrifice.
I mean, to get where he is, we might have to sacrifice someone. We don't know.
Oh, they probably, if with all those footprints, they probably would have seen hoof prints as well.
Part of your dress.
Just throwing that out there.
Two
Very
mysterious,
odd. It's very odd.
a
over
mysterious and quite large pair of hoof prints.
So there was 3 people who somehow got Rodeo. I don't know.
Well, you don't see any other kind of. You don't see like tread marks of anything else. You see those. You see the pair, and there's like a bit of distance, and then the hooves behind.
So the person who was carrying Rodeo.
Love it.
here. We don't know.
It's true. You didn't ask Grimbly.
Yeah, I was about to just ask Grimbly before you said that.
Sorry.
Grimbly, why? What happened to Rodeo? We don't see his like footprints or anything around, and there's like footprints that are way too small for him, and some that seem a little too big. And what is this animal?
does he fly now?
Rodeo not fly. Rodeo a cow.
Rodeo?
Friends not know that Rodeo a cow?
No.
Friends is not very close with Rodeo.
Huh.
Grimbly find out on the first day.
We're like this.
Okay, so Rodeo's a cow.
Are we just gonna accept that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Sure.
Look around. He disappeared into green sparkles. Why can't he be a cow?
Okay. Well, I'll jot that down.
You see ghosts every day, man. Like,
You never know. Okay, do we see any sort of like fairy rings or anything around, or is it just...
There's a little ring of green mushrooms
Oh.
about where the portal was probably cast.
Excellent. None of us have stepped into that.
hey, what's this ring of mushrooms?
Don't do that.
Immediately jumps in.
I mean, what could happen? I mean,
Do you
We'll
want
go
to
for it
find
then.
out?
Do it.
I'm not gonna die this way. I jump in.
Oh God.
Fucking okay.
Hang out in a fairy ring, okay.
So time in the Fey realm is a sticky wicket, to say the least. Could I'm just literally
Yep.
right down the middle. Love to see it. Okay, so lucky for you. Actually, we're gonna have to rewind a little bit. Okay,
Oh.
so
Bring it back.
Rodeo.
We've gone in the past.
You get so heckin' fairy napped. You are launched through this space, and the colors kind of change from this like shimmering green to it's like the Bifrost, like the rainbow kind of colors.
pretty.
And then you halt very suddenly, mere inches, like your face like hovering off the grass, and you're like halted in the air. And then you get the sense that the spell ends, and you land face first in the grass, like a couple inches off. Like it doesn't hurt, but like that's how you land.
Yeah.
And you are surrounded, but you're used to being like the biggest thing in the room. There's like one like overly large all white deer with like 8 eyes.
Whoa.
The size of like a skyscraper, walking very like, you know, deftly, gently, but through this oversized grass, flowers at least as tall as you are. Trees bigger than most buildings you've ever seen. You are a country lad, of course. And like right down to even the smallest little things too. There's these little motes of light that seem to move just a little bit too irregularly for it to be like blowing in the wind. Thanks for the sub. There are these little like, and like everything around you, like it just it's natural, but it doesn't make any sense. Like, how can it be snowing right there and also a fucking desert right next to it? And like you're surrounded by so much of this natural world that you've been so acquainted with from birth, having been raised on this farm. And so much of it feels so familiar, but also so distant, like so removed from reality, from what you're used to. And then as you kind of like step up out of the dirt, these two figures are already standing behind you, and your ankles are free. You are no longer bound in this kind of vine. And now in her truest form, the little blonde is quite literally, she's like a tree person. Like she's like her skin is this like light kind of mossy color, and like the very tips of her fingers you can see are bark, and her hair is made of this like it's this cropped kind of like foliage bob, and even like her eyes are like two little pools of water. And she's like a nymph or a naiad of some kind. And the very tall thing standing next to her it's still a woman. But she's this very hairy, oversized, large feet lady.
Okay. Still human.
Human looking.
Okay. She didn't change much since last time I saw her? Okay. I'm like, wow. Howdy. I think we didn't properly get to introduce ourselves before you, well, with all due respect, it kind of looks like you kidnapped me.
I brought you home.
Oh, no. My home's in Texas. I'm just here for college.
Well, that's where it was, but now you're one of us.
No.
But you are, though. You know what I mean? Because, like, you have hooves and, like, you're,
right. But
not a human.
Not a human for the night, but, when the moon comes back, when it gets all covered up, I can control it, in the daytime.
Right.
So,
totally.
If I just go back, get back in bed, I'll be a human again, everything will be all good, and I can just go back home. Real home.
How long have you been like this?
Well, for the night or just in general have I had this affliction?
The second one.
Well, it's been, been about 15 years now. Yeah, it was when I was pretty young, happened, yeah. Yeah, so, but I learned to deal with it, here I am. I just have to,
It's such an interesting choice of words, deal with.
Well, it's a lot easier to manage when I'm on the farm, college, crazy days, I don't want to spook anybody.
Right. Because you were so in control when you halved a table and took down an entire tray of brisket in 2 bites.
Well, okay, listen, I'm not judging you for this lady's singing quality here, we all have our hobbies. I like to eat.
Yeah. You like to eat. I like to make new friends. She likes to see that people who need to not be around anymore go away.
Oh?
What exactly does that mean?
Sometimes people deserve what comes to them.
What? All this for saying hi to you?
I'm not talking about you specifically.
Oh.
I'm saying that she has a very specific set of skills, and she's super good at it, and that's what I like about her, right? And she's like, yes, I am. I'm really good at it.
Okay. Well,
it's one of my...
I think you're a cute couple and all. I think that's great.
Thanks.
But, I don't think I belong here is all I'm getting at here. I appreciate you. You know what? From your perspective, god dang, I can see what y'all were doing. You know what? It sounds like you thought you were doing me a favor.
I did.
But yeah, I know. I appreciate that. That's kind of what your perspective on the whole thing
It
was.
is. So that being said, have fun. Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna
make
leave
some
me?
friends.
You're
Well, I
leaving?
mean, you don't seem very interested in me hanging out.
No, I'm very interested in hanging out. We can party all we want, but I just
now
prefer
you're
to do
changing
it.
your tune.
No, I'm not changing my tune. I just prefer
No, it's
to
just
change
it's
the
so
locale.
funny because it seems like a minute ago you were
No.
like pretty done.
No, ma'am.
Really?
See, I'm not changing my tune. I just want to change the locale. I just
Right.
want to go back to where I'm from, and then we can party. Yeah, I got Parcheesi. We can play any kind of game. Texas Hold'em.
So you're saying you're not the least bit curious?
About this place. I don't even know where I am. How can I be curious about it?
This is the origin of everything that makes you this.
Well,
And if you really want to control it, don't you think you should understand it a little bit better?
I kind of like look around and I'm like realizing there's not a way out for me here, and I'm just like,
She's making some good points.
well, can I learn some things? Maybe you can teach me, show me around, and then like by the end of it, then can I go back?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
What?
That's like one of the many benefits of being one of us.
Great, but you can help me with that. You can help me go back.
Sure.
Do I buy that?
Roll plus
guess.
sharp.
Okay, this is my insight check here.
Yup.
Oh, 6.
However,
Okay.
you have luck.
You do have luck,
Like,
and you have a
I could
reroll.
reroll. I will try a reroll. We can try a
Reroll.
Because 6 is a failure, right?
It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just under that mark.
Okay. That is, what was that? 9.
Nine.
9.
Okay, so 9 is. I think it's like the top of a mixed success, right? Because a 10 is a full success.
Yeah, 7 and 9 is mixed.
Okay, so mixed success, which again, like
could luck if
as
you
we
really want a
said,
success.
Faye is as Faye does. She seems to be being truthful. You don't know that she's just gonna give you all this and not want anything
Right.
in return.
Right. She has
But
the
she
ability
seems
to
she
take
seems
it back.
in earnest that she will help you, and that there's like no reason for her not to. Like, why would she have brought you here literally just to abandon? Like some Fae might have done that, but she doesn't seem like that kind.
Okay. All right. Well, if you reckon you can send me back after I learn all the who's it's and what's it's about all
Galore,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess how do you do? My name's Rodeo. I don't think I properly introduced myself.
So I wouldn't start with names here ever, just
okay.
as a rule of thumb.
Right. No name.
No,
We're just
unless you want to make one up.
make one. Well, I mean,
Because
Rodeo
then
kind
no
of
one
is a made
owns
up
it.
name. It's
Oh.
it's not my real name. My
Oh, well,
real name-
perfect. Oh, well, then
Oh.
you're already. Yeah,
not
don't
gonna
tell
say
me.
it, not
Don't.
gonna say it.
Unless you really want to.
No. That sounds
Yeah,
like
I
I don't want
wouldn't either. Okay. So good. So, I'm Daisy, and you can just call her Bigfoot.
Bigfoot and Daisy. These are my code names. Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, what you think my Christian name is Bigfoot?
Well, that's what people in college are kind of dumb. They just think people in Texas are named Rodeo.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're already a little bit ahead of the curve. That's so fun. Okay, so I guess navigation to begin with. If you are heading directly towards something, the truth is you're actually probably not. Everything here is just instinct. It's about feelings. It's about this connection to what's around you, not necessarily about what might in other places be seen as objectively true. Yeah?
Okay.
Use your nose. You've got a big
I got
one.
a big
so,
one
yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What else do you want to know? And off of that, you watch, like, you hear, like, this, kerplomp, and you see.
Bear, don't say your name. Don't say your name.
It's fine. I don't die this way.
Oh, yeah, that's great. But whatever you do, don't say your name.
Okay.
Howdy. These are my new friends over here.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How long have you been in here?
I don't know. Why are you here?
You'll find out when you get back.
Oh no. Well, we didn't find you in the morning.
If you get back.
Oh.
Thank
Silly
you,
me.
Daisy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Daisy,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, we were looking for you, and then we saw a ring of mushrooms, and I was like, fuck it.
You fucked the mushrooms?
Gross! I mean, do what you want, but wow, I hope you asked first at least.
No, I just jumped in.
How do you jump in a mushroom, Perry? Pear, buddy? I said buddy, it just with a twang, it kind of sounded like something else.
You can just call me Harry, I guess.
Harry, that's so weird. Why would someone be named Harry? All right. Okay, so you jumped into the mushrooms.
I was kind of expecting people to follow, but
Well, these fine ladies were about to show me around, teach me a little bit about my origin. Oh, by the way, this whole thing.
Figured.
Yeah.
Especially when you called me,
Yeah. It's me. It's I've been wanting to tell y'all, especially since we're, hunters and all. I didn't want to be the one that end up getting hunt.
I mean, like, you never killed anyone, right?
So anyway, these two were going to show us around here.
Yes, for totally free and at no cost whatsoever. Follow me!
Nice, great. Sounds like a deal.
And you guys start making your way towards whatever it is that you're gonna ask about. Back on the surface. So Perry goes, and did we get like a physical description of this person? I don't think we did.
They're anonymous.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
That's sweet.
because there's Wendy, and then there's also my lovely Swedish guy.
Kerrigan.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. No.
He's just the Swedish medium.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or
you guys.
large. See, I get it. See, I get
Or,
it now. I
or
get
that. Okay. So you watch Perry goes away, and replacing him immediately stepping out of the circle is this guy in, let's see, what would be fun? He's wearing like a red velvet suit with a black dress shirt and tie.
Let's see.
And he says, hi, yeah, I'm Jurgen, and you guys get one question. Or I can just kind of give you something for free before I kind of just fuck off. So, did you have anything?
Wait, did he came from the hole? From
Yes,
the ring?
I did. I stepped right out of that hole over there.
Okay.
Your friend went in,
that
and then
wasn't my
I came
question.
out.
That was just to clarify.
Well, that's good. Because that would have been a really stupid question because you just watched me step out of that hole, actually.
That's why I was clarifying.
Yes, very
Is
stupid.
if I go in there, is it safe?
Probably.
That's not really an answer
I
to
know.
my question.
It's not, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm done. It's your turn.
Well, you get one.
What were you doing in there?
You see, I've kind of worked myself into a corner here because I don't really want to tell you what my business is, but also you asked, and I did say that I would answer the question. So, well, this is really highly inconvenient for me, but a contract is a contract. Actually, I was sort of setting up this kind of, what do you call them in this room? Like a bug? Except in this case, it was also quite a literal bug as well. For these vampires who I've been working for as a double agent. Well, goodbye, and he fucking is gone. Like he's just not there. Like just black smoke, poof, is not there.
Excellent. Annie?
I turn and I step in front of Axel. I make eye contact and I take 2 steps back And I step into the.
Okay. You fall backwards into the portal, and as you fall out, this very colorful. The aesthetic is very bohemian. She's got this like maxi skirt on and a little crop top, and it's all very colorful though, very bright colors. Wendy Go jumps up out of this portal. She does have notably. It looks like it's probably a headpiece, not coming from her actual head, but I don't know. Shit's been weird today. 2 big, long deer antlers.
I got her name as soon as you said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still don't.
Wendigo.
Wow, the traffic here has just been crazy.
Skinwalker.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
You go here?
You're not here. You're in a hole. Hi, Wendy. What were you doing down in that hole?
It's kind of a transfer situation. There is like it's kind of a numbers game. So I live on the other side, but then every now and then one of you stupid little mortals has to jump through a portal no one asked you to. And then I have to find a way back, so that's fun.
It's like when you go to a club and you're standing outside in line waiting to get in because you have to wait for people to leave.
Exactly. Yeah, that's actually it's kind of not that I heard that, but that's where a lot of what your people call cryptids come from. Is we're not actually supposed to be here, but rules are rules. Even though we're Fae, and you should think that we could just break them, but I guess not.
Is there a quick way to get the mortals out of there so that you can go back home?
That would be so good. Would you do that for me?
I don't know what that entails.
Good instinct. Okay, I guess.
And remember that I can know if someone lies to me.
Right. Well, let's put it this way. There does have to be a trade, and every second that you spend here is another second that I spend looking for someone to rid of in this realm so that I can go back. So have fun. That was
Yeah,
a
no.
threat. Yeah, that was
Yeah, no.
actively a threat, yeah.
I am not going in there.
Oh no.
She's gonna fucking kill you.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. Well, you can go find somebody else. There is literally an entire college campus just that way. A lot
Yeah.
of fresh meat. Mm-hmm. And,
Well, you wouldn't be much of a challenge, so. And you watch like she grows another maybe 2 feet taller. The antlers extend out. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for the raid. Her eyes go all black. Her teeth fanged start to like point out of her mouth at this unnatural sort of crisscrossy angle. And her fingers extend into claws as she like hits like a runner's stance. And it looks like she's about to start like booking it towards campus.
Yikes.
yes, I'm going to let her go to campus. I'm not going in the hole.
Okay.
I'm going to go find our vampire friends.
I love that for you. And the separate them continues. Okay, so good. I don't think the roll, like, even if you were to get a mixed success, I would still give it to you. It's just going to be like a timing situation. Roll. I think sharp is probably the best thing here to figure out where Josh and Kira probably went.
11. That's my lucky number.
So good.
It is. 11.
Josh is a student here, allegedly. So there is a dorm that he lives in, which I think he actually did mention last week, like at least what building he was in, because you guys were asking him about that. Kira, who's to say, but you're not even sure if she's a real vampire, so. Yeah. Oh, and this is so good. Okay, so you start heading towards the dorm. Shall I cut away? I think.
Never want to hear your DM go, ooh, this is good.
Just means more fun.
So, Rodeo, what other questions do you have?
Are we back?
We are cutting back to you for the time being.
I'm probably just. Will they promise to share with me what causes this, how I can control it, and how I can get rid of it. It almost seemed like they were kind of alluding to. So I guess I'm just asking.
Would
them.
you want that?
Well, I mean,
You want to just be like a guy, like just like a regular, like a guy.
Well, I thought that's what you want. You were implying that you would be able to give that to me.
I would never want to take away someone's shine.
Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay. Well, I'm learning a lot about.
But if you want to dim your sparkle, I guess that's your choice. Like she like looks so perturbed.
I mean,
And as she's saying that, your other friend rockets down like a crater into the ground next to you.
Oh, hey, Annie. I mean,
don't say
Who? What? Sorry, say it again.
not
Did you catch that?
Angelica.
What?
Eliza and the other one.
I'm like towering over you with this like bovine face and like horns. Like, are you okay?
Oh, that breath, man.
Oh, sorry. I had a lot of brisket.
Okay, what's up? What's up, Rodeo?
Well, actually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just don't say your real name down here. By the way, did you know Rodeo's not my real name?
I know now.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well,
Okay.
now we can make
Well,
that
Nanny's
confused.
not my real name.
Perfect. Okay, so Annie and Rodeo's fine. You
Oh.
watch your mouth.
Right, Harry.
Sure.
The boy who died. Come to live.
Anyway, well, ladies, I think I got all the questions I needed answered
Oh,
about, this whole thing, the sparkle, don't want to dim it and all. So maybe you're right. Maybe I will like to continue living with this wonderful little transformation that I
Yeah.
do.
It's not bad.
Thank you. See? Yep. See? My friends like it. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about, getting a little judgment. And see, my friends don't mind. So
I
see?
didn't say I didn't mind.
Okay, just go with it. Annie.
Okay.
wow.
So, you know what? I think I'd like to go back home now.
Right.
I just got here.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I think we want to go back home.
Actually, I have a question.
Perry and Annie, will you please roll plus cool to not be so super charmed by the Fae standing in front of you?
Oh, no!
Cool.
Plus cool, okay.
Yeah.
How's your cool?
Keep it cool.
It's not great.
But you
three.
also have luck if needed.
You have luck. You have so much luck. You have a reroll too.
Wait, what do we have to roll to succeed?
I'm going to try my reroll.
Your 10 is a
10 is a complete
super
success.
duper
7
And it
is the
is.
minimum for a mixed. What'd you
I rolled
get?
a 10.
Okay, you're good.
Wait, what's the success? Okay, I rolled that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I rolled a 10.
Uh-huh.
I have an 11.
I know.
After
Wow.
my
You
roll.
guys, is this a record? How many 11s have we done?
So many 11s.
11.
We usually suck at rolling.
Yeah. So cool.
Cool.
You guys
Yeah.
feel this kind of like this radiating, like, this like pressure. Like she just has this like presence about her that it's like you do have to consciously focus in order to keep from like being distracted and like pulled into just like agreeing with everything that she's saying.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that she's not even trying to do that. It's the way that she be. Like
Yeah.
she's just enigmatic. She just carries this force.
Right. Whoa, hey, so, sorry. My patron kind of did this to me when we started, like, seeing each other the first few days, so I'm used
Seeing
to this.
each other, that's so precious. Okay, yeah, sure.
But it won't work on me anymore. I'm pretty well practiced at this point. What is going on? Like, do you know who the copper-headed girl is?
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh?
She has many names. We call her Queen Waverly.
Queen Waverly. Ah.
That's right. You said you were going to introduce me.
She's basically one step below a god.
Fair. Yeah.
So, as I'm sure you're aware from your little dalliance with our friend or whatever,
Oh, you know Zara.
well, everyone kind of knows everyone here. It's very,
It's small,
A nice
small
little
community.
community.
it's a community, sure, yeah. So just like any community, there is a hierarchy. And while certainly people bend and break rules at their own discretion, as we are all wont to do, the consequences are higher when you're disobeying someone of Waverly's status.
Ooh.
She's very, very old
Interesting.
and very wise. And now that you're one of us, she, I expect, will be quite remiss to know that you were so gone from her presence for so long. And I expect I'll be rewarded very richly for having alerted her to your existence. And we'll call that the favor that you would have owed me for all the information that I gave you.
But the favor, Daisy, if I may, was that you would send me home.
That's what I would have done for you, yes.
yeah.
Except, well, now I guess since I gave you all that information, no, you do owe me a second favor then if I'm going to do something nice for you.
I got a really mean chili con carne recipe. I would
Right.
love to make you and your friends the biggest batch of chili you ever seen. You like spicy food?
And that is so kind. I am a vegetarian.
I can make a veggie version, chili con veggie.
Birdie just needs green.
Also,
Green chili.
favors are kind of the currency in this realm, as you'll get to know. And I promise that when I cash mine in, it'll be for more than a bowl of soup.
There's a whole pot of it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, not enough. All right. Well,
That said, feel free to wander as you will, but, and she kind of takes one of the leaves out from behind her ears and presents it to you, and it kind of like shifts and transforms into a little daisy with 6 petals. One petal will move one person to a realm of their choosing. Good luck. And she, like, grows into this sort of tree and is no longer, like, cognizant of this space.
Can't tell if she's still here or if she just is like.
Yeah, she's just ignoring us.
Yeah, she just is not engaged anymore. She's like, whatever.
well, it's not the first time a girl's given me the cold shoulder.
The cold bark.
Yeah. Okay, but so she gave us this daisy that can send us back.
All right. I don't know if we
But,
should use it.
well,
yet.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, we're
If she-
here. We might as well poke around.
Well, yeah, but I feel like giving us the way to go home was the favor, and she said they deal in favors.
As long as you don't crush it, it won't stop working.
Oh,
Plucking
Bigfoot,
one.
you're still here. I forgot
Yeah.
you're still here.
No, it's
Does she
fine.
do
That
that
happens all
often?
the time.
Oh,
I have a tendency to kind of blend.
yeah.
You spend a petal by plucking it. Now, if the flower gets damaged, you're gonna be real up a creek, right? But
Plucking it don't count as damage.
no, because it's using the spell it's casting.
Gotcha. But what about the favor that Daisy asked for? If I get sent back to my
She'll
realm,
cash in. Don't worry.
if we just be any time when I
She'll
least
find you.
expect it.
Yeah.
And if we don't
Okay.
use the flower at all, then she can't use it.
I guess that's true.
Okay.
So
Right
maybe
now,
we find a
y'all are
different way
square
back.
-1.
Okay, so we gotta just find a different way.
If we have to.
back, so she don't cash in on the favor of getting
Right.
home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, she only cashed in a favor from him?
You
far
guys
as we
didn't ask her
agree.
for anything.
Nice.
Although
I just
technically,
had to go home.
like, you're
I
gonna
did
have
ask for her
to.
send all of them home.
Yeah,
but
well,
that was still my favor.
And technically, again, one petal sends one person. So each of you are going to have to be partaking of this spell
Right.
in order to.
Oh. I'd rather not use the petal if we don't have to.
I think so. Well, do we have any other ways on we can get back?
Not yet.
How come Axel
we
didn't
can-
come?
Well,
Axel knows a lot more about this stuff.
I mean, ask Annie.
You have a spell slinger.
I didn't ask. I just made eye contact and jumped into a hole. I probably should have asked, are you coming with me? But I didn't.
Can you use your magic to communicate with them?
Can I?
I don't know, can you? Yeah, so basically the way that magic works in this world is you tell me what you're trying to do, and then I tell you whether it's a big magic or a little magic to try to do
Okay,
it.
I want to see if I can do a little bit of mental connection. Can I magic into some telepathy?
Let's see. I would call this doing a thing that is...
Doing a thing.
Doing the thing. We're doing the thing.
Oh!
Doing the
Do you know what? Yeah, there's a number of... So I'm just going to list out the spells that are, like, recommended under use magic. There's other stuff that you can do, but these are the things that they say are, like, commonly used. So you can inflict harm, enchant a weapon, do one thing that is beyond human limitations. I would clock this as one of those. Bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature, so protect a space. Which you get the sense is probably the thing that happened at Vester's apartment. Trap a specific person, minion, or monster. Evict a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits, which you guys did last episode as well. Summon a monster into the world. You guys did that too. That was so crazy. Communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Observe another place or time. I would call this a secondary part to this spell, or heal one harm from an injury. So why don't you go ahead and roll plus weird for me, and yeah, we'll see if you can kind of make a mental connection or observe or see how strong it is, and I'll let you know the effect.
12.
Ah! You do it so good!
So good.
There's an Ethernet cable from Annie
shit,
to
you want
Axel.
one.
I thought that's what you were going for. You just
Punch in the air.
So, okay, with that complete success, I love that. I will tell you when in the scene you drop in mentally and are able to see what happens. Let's cut back to you, Axel, my love. Okay, so you are heading towards Josh's dorm.
Yes.
Joshua Tree.
This is the second time today that you pull up outside a dorm that has a door cracked open.
Oh.
This time, there's this, like, red light
Oh no.
kind of shining through the crack of the door. And you
There
can
are other things.
you can hear, like, like whispering.
Oh, they're busy.
ASMR.
Gods damn it.
Yes. They did.
Just because I know that I've now unleashed a creature, I gotta do this. So I'm just gonna walk up loudly to the door and just knock on the side super loud. Josh, you home?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. How? Hee 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 hee.
Devious DM.
I'm gonna do another. Okay. He's not so lucky.
Oh no.
So,
Him or me?
no, him.
Oh darn.
You pull up, and as you're approaching, you see that shining kind of red out from the crack of the door. You see there's this there are these irregular kind of shadows passing through the light. This whispering is like loud in your ear. And as you approach, you hear Josh, you hear the sound of his voice as he says, I just need a little more time. I can't pick a side yet. It's too much to ask. And then you hear this kind of like choking, like, and a like loud crash, and a body hit a wall.
The body's at the floor.
And it is dead quiet.
Dead quiet.
Now this light is beginning to fade. Do you want to peek in and see what it was? Or do you allow it to fade completely and let the silence overtake this floor before you continue in?
I would like to peek in, but I would also like to use one of my connect the dot holds.
So good.
And
So good.
I would like to know specifically what does this monster want from Josh?
Ugh. Lovely. Okay.
More so than
marvelous
join my little my tribe against everybody else, because
Yes.
I could infer that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the sense okay, let me paint you a word picture.
Ooh.
Okay, so you peek around this corner and you see this like gargantuan kind of amorphous black smoky shadow with what look like dozens, maybe hundreds of little tooth-filled mouths whispering and like
They all need
echoing
braces.
and ebbing and flowing and disappearing and reappearing throughout this body. And they're you can see that they're pulling this like energy from Josh and his like skin. Like he already looks dead. He's a vampire, but his skin is pulled even more taut against his bone, and he's even paler than you recall. And like his eyes are graying, and you see that what they came here for was absolute allegiance, and upon not receiving it, they have consumed whatever essence was left. And he, as you round this corner and peek in, there's not even like the memory. It's just like you watch Amber's necklace clatter to the floor over like the tiniest little pile of dust.
Motherfucker.
And then the mouths literally like eat themselves and are gone. And I didn't make that monster, the chat did, so tell them thank you, not me.
Thank you. I hate you.
Mother.
Fuck a duck.
Indeed.
And that, I think, is also, Annie, that is what you witness. You witness from Axel's, you watch Axel kind of going around this corner and looking into this door frame, and then you look through his eyes into this door and see what he sees.
Shit.
And Axel, you feel the presence of your friend kind of mentally with you in this moment. He is the only other person present with you.
Can I talk to Axel?
You have a feeling. You probably can.
An inkling.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
It's me, Annie.
It's me, Annie.
You
Where
do
are
hear the
you,
voice.
Annie.
I'm in your head.
I'm in your
Head.
So I'm over
Okay.
here with the
I'm over here
guys.
with the
Guys.
What just happened?
What happened?
fuck just happened?
Fucking Christ. Why are you in my head?
No, it's Annie.
No, it's Annie.
Annie.
Okay, well, Josh is now nothing.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Sucks.
I encountered, I think, a skinwalker.
Gross.
Gross.
And coming out of the portal that was very upset that they can't go back in the portal because you guys are in there.
Well, it's pretty safe over here if you want to join us.
Pretty safe.
We're doing okay.
We're doing okay.
Well, just so that you know, that skinwalker, because they can't go in there, which is now your fault, is now wreaking havoc over here.
I'll give it to you for free. That was Wendigo, the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Yeah.
I cannot remember her name.
Oh.
Names are hard. Fucking hell.
No, it's Annie.
No, it's Annie.
No, it's Annie.
Okay, Annie, I get it. Okay, can you guys please come back?
It's gonna be a minute though.
It's gonna be a minute.
Though.
What do you mean by a minute?
We have to figure out how to get back.
How
We're
to
not
get
entirely
back.
sure how we
Not
get
entirely
back.
sure.
We don't want to use a favor. It's a long story.
favor.
It's a long story.
Okay, well, you guys have been gone. How long have they been gone in my world?
$10 minutes.
You guys have been gone for like 10 minutes. Can you make it
Okay, then why are you
faster?
bitching? Why are you bitching?
Because there's Wendigo is eating some students. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna go find the weird, creepy girl. Maybe she knows what's going on. I don't know if she's a vampire. Oh, yeah, like, you were here when the dude told us about the bug, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go find the other vampire. I might have to stop by the shop and talk to that lady, what's her name, and see if there's anything that's going on. But can you guys just like hurry the fuck up and get back up here before more people die to this Wendigo?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, see you later.
See you later.
I'm gonna hang up now.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Like that.
That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Annie, you clock that Axel says 10 minutes, and the sun has gone up and down
Whoa.
a couple times.
You guys, I think we've been gone a lot less than we think we have been.
Well, that's good.
All right. Saves us some time.
Yeah, but Axel seemed really anxious for us to get back.
So we're on the grid.
Josh is dead. Something about some other stuff.
Okay. Well, have we thought of any other ways to get back other than this flower?
I mean, I haven't talked to my patron yet.
She seems to know a lot about this place. I mean,
Yeah, but she also is. I mean, she might be controlled by the copper-haired lady.
oh dang.
So maybe it will help us. Hey!
Mayday! V, this is a girl whose real name is Violet and looks about 10, wearing a lovely purple dress. She's carrying a certain sword that she says she must deliver to Lucy. She was born when Vester and Zara mixed magic and is determined to finish her quest given to her by her father.
Whoa!
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Sick. I have thoughts. Cool.
But yeah, I mean, I could ask.
Do you think that will tip off the Waverly lady, though, if you...
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, gal dang.
I mean, we could just go straight to her, but I mean, that feels like that's might be a little bit too high.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
if
like,
that...
one way or another, we're paying the price to somebody, right?
Yes.
Can we just
Yeah.
find the person who is least gonna be,
Like
not
who?
so fun to pay the price to?
Sure.
Are there any squirrels around?
Sure.
A treant.
Hello? Hello,
Roll
Mr.
charm.
Squirrel.
You're just gonna get a random fucking squirrel to make a portal for you?
Yeah, well, I don't know how things work down here.
Gotta figure it out.
Axel, also, this was not Wendy up in the apartment. These are two separate chat-donated entities. One went in one direction, and this is a completely separate thing, just so that we're not getting confused.
Oh, God.
Okay. Carry on.
Hello, squirrel. You know what? I like grab, like, I'm tall, so I can grab the acorn on, like, the tallest branch.
Right.
Whoa.
It's a good acorn.
Oh, wow. Look at this. I got the best acorn here. You know what? I think I might eat this for myself. You know, unless you want it, little squirrel, you can send us back to where we belong. That'd be a
watch
good
him
favor for a favor, right?
Circle up the trunk of a tree and grab a nut off of like a really tall branch and fuck off in another direction.
Okay, well, it's not this nut, so this one's better.
Thanks for the raid.
Hey, everybody, thank
Bye.
you. Welcome. Dungeon mechanics, welcome.
Woohoo!
Not this nut. This nut was better.
Well, okay, so I do have some things I probably should share it with you guys.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the god Dionysus?
Yeah, I think I took a Greek Greek history.
I
class
mean,
on
like,
this.
apparently, as everything else in this world, he's real.
Okay. Well, minotaurs are real too. So
Yeah.
Greeks were onto something.
Probably. But I feel like
Like the yogurt.
this Queen Waverly person might be. I can't tell if it's either scared or wanting something from him.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I feel like we need, if we're gonna come to her to offer something, we need to figure out what they want of what Dionysus is involved in this.
Yeah, that way we do a favor to them.
Yes.
Oh, and
Of
then
our
they owe us
choosing.
a favor.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now they don't just sneak up on us and throw some
Now
lemon at
you're
us.
getting it. You hear from like you hear like in the wind blowing through the branches above you. Like she's almost proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Daisy.
You haven't even been here that long.
Well, then I guess we're off to see the wizard of Waverly Place.
Suppose so.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, is it so? We got a special guest star. Wow.
It's so cool. Okay, so you guys are gonna go find Waverly. Is that where you're headed towards?
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
No, it probably won't be hard. Axel, what did you want to do? Where did I leave you?
At this point, what's her face? Maybe fake vampire, because I am not bothered to remember anybody's name.
Kira.
Kira, thank you.
I forgot Kira's name. She's gonna be real mad about it.
Sorry. I am now on a hunt for her in her favorite haunts. One would probably be like going back to the coffee shop. I'm probably going to double back
bibs.
over to the bibs. and
I
stuff
will
like that and search
give
for
it to you for free.
Oh.
She has left a little note for Josh in his room, and it says,
I hate you. I'm sorry. It would never work out between
Hanrahan
us.
has gotten too close.
Hammer him?
I need to get home. I'm sorry.
Hammer hand?
Oh, Hanrahan. The
Hanrahan.
Canadian vampire hunter from last week.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, has gotten too close. I need to recharge. I'm sorry.
Should go back to Canada.
And there's just like
Well,
one little K and a heart.
Aw.
I am gonna head back over to the shop then.
Okay.
Because I want to go talk to, that witch.
Lucy.
In the sky with diamonds.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Okay, so you walk up. Okay, this would be the next day, so everything would probably be like she would have collected herself, and okay, so it's business as usual. There's maybe one or two kind of people just like milling around the shop, like casual. As you walk in, there's like a little like a wind chime that like the door hits to like announce your presence. Ding, 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 ding. And you can see sitting behind the counter is Lucy, and she's in like a kind of casual conversation with the older gentleman in like the really nice suit that you saw walking in as you guys were leaving the other day.
Excellent. I am going to just kind of walk up to the counter and just be like, Lucy, when you get a second, I need to have a quick chat with you, and I'm just gonna let myself behind the counter where she is, just to find the puppy and pet the puppy.
Oh yeah, you like reach around for a second, and then you feel that like the head comes up like underneath your like it finds you.
Excellent.
Puppy.
Yeah, and it's definitely like it's there like and like reaching for the
Good little
scritches.
pet. And then I'm just gonna like stand off to the side a little bit and wait for her to come to me.
So good. Okay. So you're kind of standing off to the side, giving the dog little scritches. Lucy kind of has this kind of quiet conversation with this older guy, and then he turns and goes upstairs and kind of just misses himself from the shop as she turns to you. What's up? Did you get rid of that ghost?
Yeah, no, that was great and fantastic. Kind of ran into a new problem that maybe you might have some insight to.
Of course you did. Okay. How can I help?
So, funny story. It's just me right now. My friends kind of fell into a fairy ring and are apparently in the Fey world, and I let a Wendigo run amok across campus because I didn't want to go into the fairy ring. And I was trying to figure out what was happening with the vampires, but they're now dead. Well, Josh is dead, and I need help getting my friends back from the Fey realm. Can you help?
Yeah,
Oh.
I would love to. Yeah, totally. We're just gonna need some kind of a. I have just the thing, actually. How lucky. We'll need a few materials, and we're gonna have to wait until it's a bit quieter. We don't want to draw any focus.
Can we do it as soon as possible? Because that Wendigo is not the best thing to have running around.
Sure. So are you trying to pull them here or send yourself there?
I'm trying to get them back here so that the Wendigo goes home.
How come you don't want to go to the Fey realm with us?
It's so nice.
Did you see the party we're having down there?
Well, okay. Sure.
Do I detect any, I don't know...
She is
Any-
withholding details.
Okay,
Oh,
so there's
no.
She's not lying to
malice
you.
or
She's gonna
anything?
do it.
I bet it comes with caveats. Got it.
You like
Favor for
you
a favor.
roll sharp would be like the equivalent to an insight, right?
Yes.
Do me a sharp roll.
Oh,
Fuck that bullshit. We're
You got
using...
luck?
You do.
I'm
you
gonna
do.
use
You have luck
my
and you have a reroll.
We're gonna give my real roll a shot because that was horrible.
Oh,
I will
it's better.
take that. That
That's
is
much
fine.
better.
That's 15.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
It is. It's beautiful.
She looks very she looks annoyed when you're bringing up that you're going to need another thing from her. And then when you bring up the Fey realm, she immediately, and you watch her hand kind of twitch over. There's this little penguin wooden figure sitting out on the desk that she begins to kind of play with when she starts to make reference of we'll need a focus. She kind of picks it up and starts to play with it. And you can see when you're talking about Josh, she does look hurt, but she kind of refocuses back as you turn the conversation back to your friends and back to the Fey realm. She you get the idea that there is selfish intent. I don't think would have the context as to why this is so intriguing to her, but definitely it is not subtle, her interest specifically in that you brought up the realm.
I'm going to connect some more dots.
So good.
Is this person connected to the current events more than they are saying? Give me information.
Yes. This is tough because there are things that Lucy knows, and there are things that are happening around her that she doesn't know. So I want to give you this answer in a truthful manner, but also in a manner that is justified narratively. she when you first came into this shop, Perry did not have to introduce himself to her. She knew who he was. Perry is the only person in your squad that you know of who has an immediate connection to someone from the other side. So, she has, it seems, as you're beginning to put these pieces together, some kind of vested interest in Perry's patron.
Interesting. Okay. We will let that ride then. Thank you for the insight. All right. Now what is going to happen? Are we waiting? Are you going back to them? Where's the story? Are we ending?
We're close. Okay. Because we started 10 minutes late, so I'm giving myself an extra 10. Okay, so, great, let's go back to you three. So, the funny thing about the Fey Realm, when you're looking for, like, people, I don't know, people's homes exist here. Like, if you want to have a permanent space, that's fine. But, there's a lot of just, like, merry wanderers of the night, one might say. Thanks for the raid! So as you kind of begin to like put out these feelers, like what you're searching for, you fear you don't feel, well, maybe you fear it. I don't know what your relationship is like with your mom, but you feel this very maternal kind of warmth and welcoming and like reaching.
Come home to me.
Yeah. Now, of course, Of course, archetypally, in fairy tales and stories of old and myths, there are good mothers and there are bad mothers. But it feels warm. And as you begin stepping further into this forest, you step out into this clearing. And you step out into this clearing, and this grass, it begins to kind of like fold under your hooves. And then what you notice is that you're no longer this grass is not just regular earth. It gets sturdier underneath you and warmer, and it feels alive. And you feel two gentle little hands cupped underneath your hooves as the three of you are lifted out from the earth and held directly in front of the giant brownish, greenish, stonish colored face of Waverly.
Hi.
Hi.
You called?
Oh, well, yeah, actually, well, I mean, we didn't formally call, but yes, actually, how
were
did you know
looking
we
for
wanted
you.
to talk to you, ma'am?
A mother knows when she is needed by her children.
Oh, wasn't that sweet?
Just wanted to see if we could be of service to you.
Hey, we want
To
to be
me.
good children.
Yeah, I don't know if you got some errands to run or a favor, or something.
Are you quite aware of what you're asking me?
I feel like I've already been put into your favor by your current subject.
By her? Perhaps at a time. Thanks for the raid!
Hey,
welcome
friends.
in.
Welcome.
Wow.
Matt in the hat.
Isara no longer in your care.
I wonder how much longer she might be.
If I can help keep her in your care, will you take us home?
Are you sure you would be so interested in betraying her in such a way?
Would keeping her with you betray her?
She hasn't told you.
No.
Well, you know what she is.
Well, I mean... that.
She's a djinn without a lamp.
I mean,
She
she's free, right? I mean, that.
no.
No.
She is a slave with no master. Up until, of course, the physical thing that controlled her went away. And now she is mine.
Then she has a master.
She plans to break her bonds.
What would you have me do?
Secure them.
Would this help anyone in our realm?
That girl she feigns to have such a fondness for. She would be insured at least another 100, I suppose.
If we bind my patron to you, what will you give us?
I suppose the bigger question is, how long are you willing to wander around deal making and bide your time? You do have another out. Why have you elected to evade it?
It feels like it's a promise we don't know the terms to.
Well, so then, this is a fairy you know versus the fairy you don't.
Essentially.
I can assure you, with much certainty, I'm far more dangerous than some pretty little tree. And a bargain with me is not to be made lightly, even with those under my favor.
Alternatively, how would you feel about a real nice acorn?
And you hear this like booming laughter from her chest. It's like in like her like the like it like resonates in the air and like shakes the world around you. And her breath is like a warm summer breeze.
Nice.
Yeah. It's this weird thing of like it feels like thunder, but it also kind of is like warm and nice. It's really like it's this weird contrasting, I never know what to feel about you kind of situation.
So what are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you seem pretty chuckled by this acorn. It's pretty nice. Maybe I'd be willing to part with it. If you know, send us back.
You are so cute. It's a good thing too.
Well, I feel like my destiny has been leading me down this path.
Isn't that your girlfriend you're gonna be turning
God. I mean, no, honestly, we've never even had a date before, but, you know.
What? You were making it sound like you're about to get married.
No. I mean, like. No. But, I mean, doesn't sound like it's good to have a djinn just wandering out there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Two birds with one stone situation.
Do you know
here.
what happened to the last one?
The last
Mortal.
that she had? No.
Is he okay?
Okay. What a modern, sweet, quaint little phrase. His essence continues to live on in her, but his body is not
In her?
around anymore.
Didn't you say that her last couple boyfriends or last couple of humans that she tried to get with didn't turn out so well?
Yeah, but I felt like that was just like disagreements.
Of course you.
It might have been a real bad disagreement.
I'm sure
Just
she
set
may
them
have
up.
phrased it that way. We do have a way with words, our kind.
Do you,
All things supernatural have a special relationship to mortals. Some feed on them literally, some feed on them figuratively. Others prefer simply to torment them and take from that energy what they will.
and what about Lucy?
Lucy is an exception and a great threat to those who to those of us who serve something higher. To those who stand against us who serve something higher. She embodies that thing. She gives the mortals hope and creation, and she elevates them above the average fold.
Do you
Creatures
want-
such as spirits, demons, some vampires, others, they're threatened by that concept.
Do you want her protected?
He is her great, 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 great grandfather?
Dionysus?
Yes. And I am, at the moment, at many moments, acting on his behalf. Merc Wiki tip for $25. Not sure if this counts as an item, but here's a match set of Kalia's reindeer to light the way and guide you into and out of dangerous locales.
Oh.
Cute!
I
A
like
match
this.
set of them, huh?
A match set.
Oh my gosh.
It's like
How cute! Okay.
Very festive.
So, I feel like to protect Lucy, I must go against Zahara.
Yes. When she asked you to protect her, it was under my direct influence. She would never have made such a request of you on her own whim.
Does she know you have control over her the way you do?
Yes. I expect she's very angry with me, but then we're all entitled to our little feelings.
Well, I'm all up for prisoning my patron.
I mean, she has kind of been leading you on.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's what we do.
Last chance on the acorn, though.
And two matching little reindeer with their horns aflame appear out of like the dirt that is like in her palm around you. And do you guys like mount up?
Well, I'm pretty big.
They can take you where you wish to go. Perhaps you might take one and the other two take the other.
All right. All right. Sorry.
Sweet.
Sorry, little feller. I'm like getting on him, trying not to crush his back.
Good luck. And she launches
later?
you up. Are you free later? Fucking so sad. And one final thing before we cut away. Not Kira, oh my gosh. Lucy has set up a circle in, you guys proceed, there's like 6 locks on this door that she undoes, and you proceed down this staircase into the basement of the Bits, where it looks like things have been untouched for a while.
Okay.
You see there's this kind of like cell with the door hanging off of its hinges. And the remains of a different kind of spell still in their place. And as Lucy stands around, she begins to reorder things. She places the one little penguin that she was gifted in the center, and she begins to chant. You hear the clippity-clop of reindeer hooves on the roof of the bits as a singular young figure. The penguin kind of goes up in like purple flame and is gone. And now standing in the room are Zara, the dog followed you downstairs, and in the presence of all of this supernatural energy, it begins to grow and change and shift into a black stallion.
Oh boy.
Standing there, strong and tall, on your six. And out of the ashes, the purple ashes of this little penguin, you see a young girl. She looks about 10 years old, has this bright shock of violet purple hair, 2 bright purple eyes, pale skin, and a sweet little floral purple dress. She pulls a giant sword off of her back, squares up at Lucy, and she says, "It's time that I fulfill my destiny." And she charges towards Lucy, and that is where we're gonna pick up.
Banger! Oh my god! You're gonna have to show up next week. I think all of us will.
Yeah.
Uppo Poschettio.
Oh.
Destiny!
That's
So
my
thank you all so
job.
much for tuning in this week. It's been like so cool and neat. If anything you saw tonight was worth at least $1. Please consider subscribing to our Patreon. We've got all kinds of exclusive content on there. Maybe one day we'll have season 3 of Die. I don't know if that's still happening or not. We've got our after shows. We've got all kinds of cool shit. So get over there. And speaking of after shows, drop into our Discord and ask us some questions so that we can answer them in Answering Enigmas, the after show designated specifically for this season of Enigma Enterprises. And I assume we're going off into a raid. Before we do,
my god.
I've been Brooke.
Okay.
I've been Brooke. You can find me at Brooke Thornton Actor on Instagram, and back here next week, one last time at Perception Studios.
One last
Finale
time.
episode.
For our finale episode of Tuesday nights. And who are you guys?
I'm Chunk, and I was playing Annie.
Yeah.
I'm Shane. I was playing Rodeo. Follow Hotel Prospero on Instagram and YouTube. That's my thing. I did it here.
Yay.
Nice.
I'm Echo. I was playing Axel, obviously. And then right here is the essence of Ryan.
Yeah.
Playing,
He's not important.
Playing the chosen one.
The chosen
Water.
one. All right, y'all. We're gonna be rating Captain Robert.
Bye-bye.
Captain Robert.
Bye, friends.
Tell him we all said hi. You guys have fun
Come
on
back
our
tomorrow
raid.
night.